Coming to you live at 10 hours and 26 minutes, January 7, 2022. Today, I started off, I woke up early, I did some studying and did some things. I wanted to talk about Lovingvs.Virginia, but my spirit said no. And I fought it because I kept saying, what if I said this year I'm not going to let things in the spirit linger? But I had to ask myself, was that really spiritual or is that me? Because I have to know who I am, right? So I sat down with myself and said, that's not me. I don't have to talk about what happened in 1942, Lovingvs.Virginia. It's been 80 years. So my spirit did say, let my brothers know Black women has been our enemies for 80 years. So the new things we're calling, one moment. I don't know if you can hear that, but the new things we're calling new is no longer new. But my spirit said, let's bring the brothers in. I said, oh, better idea. Stay on the man side. I'm not on the war. I'm not part of this war because I'm a man. And as a man, I have more dominion over me than the spirit of this world. So if this world, Black women and Black men want to have a war, let them have a war. As I always said, when that war starts, I'm going to be on a hill with my family, friends, and loved ones. We're not going to be partaking. Nobody's going to be able to come through the gate. So why am I putting any energy into a war I didn't create, and then I don't have no fight in it? I have no fight in that war. But the war I should be fighting is making sure my brothers gain this knowledge, because the only thing that somebody can take from you is things. You can take my TV, you can take a car away, you can take a house, you can burn it down. But unless you take me out and you destroy all the because you're going to destroy information I wrote down, but it's still in my head. It's going to come out again eventually. You can't take knowledge from me. So I want my brothers to know they can't take knowledge from you. And I want to give honor to honorable, bow my head to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and the honorable Brother Malcolm. But since you can't hear me say it in the word, Brother Malcolm X, because in the word, I call him Brother Malcolm. Instead of the C, I put an X. So I'm going to talk about 5-10 minutes, maybe 15, about brothers as men. What if we actually did the things we said we were going to do? Let's give a moment of silence for them two brothers that died for me and my ancestors that was actually fighting to die for a cause, but they wasn't trying to die for the cause. They were standing for the cause. So thank you for that moment of silence for the brothers. So as we just think now, it would be beautiful. I thought about having visuals for a lot of my lives or recorded videos. And I said, no, keep doing how you do it until you get a situation where you can. Right now, I'm sharing what is in my spirit to give to my brothers. We have to really think about, brothers, do we really stand on what we mean? I don't mean just, I hear all this talk about just on YouTube. No, that's not true. I talk to many young men, 10 years younger than me, 15 younger than me, 16 years younger than me. What's that, 14 years younger than me? 5 years younger than me, 20 years older than me, 30 years, 33 years. So it goes on. I talk to all age range, older or younger, men of my race. It's cool to talk to other race, man, but I talk to my race because I'm trying to gain a knowledge that other brothers have. Because I learned when you talk to people that's not trying to care because they're comfortable, why would a man that's in a neighboring surrounding, comfortable, go to work every day just as I do, care about outside issues? It's not bothering him. But you want to know the magnificent thing why I don't give that a pass either all the way? But I just say, because I got to come with both sides. I don't do devil's advocate. I do understanding and logic, because why would he come out of this house to help? But at the same time, that brother or that brethren, because these are another race of the Caucasian or the Middle Eastern or Asian descent, we have something that happened every 4 years, an inauguration of a new president, or the same president stays, right? But we also have the Olympics. We also have these events that happens every year. Super Bowl, NBA championship. But the funny part with those two, 70% of black men make up those sports, right? Imagine if 70% of those black men did not play. But peep this game real quick. So you telling me this earth is 2022 years of age. America is about what? How many years? I'm going to say 75, 80. Like, well, I don't know. America, the name, not just the settlement of the land, the name. America. How old is America? So I don't know. I didn't even look that up. I don't really care. But at the same time, you telling me we don't have programs that talk about race relation? We have all those things every year. So they're showing us they don't care. So why are we so docile to everybody else's feelings and nobody care about what we? So those same people will call you a nigger. And then they don't do things to help you. But we are so quick to worry about how they feel at the end of the day. But they don't give a... See, you got to understand this. You can be good, but you don't got to be naive or stupid or foolish about it. I'm not like, oh, man, you and... I talk to a man, bro. I say, you're naive, brother. You're very gullible. You even got brothers standing on the sideline with them. They're on the sideline with them. That's why they call us bitch ass niggas in the weak ass race, because already know 80 years our women have not been with us. And now we get to the point where those women that birth young black men, guess what she gave him? The same evil energy, demonic energy. That's evil. Buddha Baptist not evil. Buddhism not evil. It's the person. I don't even believe in the religion, but the religion is not evil. Just because you took on, so even in your religion, you know you can do things in your religion will make your religion evil too. But somehow, if you telling me it's a young man in the place of your religion having sex with younger girls and raping people, selling drugs, is that not evil? Or he's going around touching people and casting spells and incantations, talk about you're going to be free. Free from what? And from who? You can't tell me what's going on with me because your prescription don't describe my description. Your prescription don't describe my description of me. So how is that man going to put hands on you and help you? No, he's going to put a spell on you that you have to break free. And you wonder why you're going to do the same things over and over until he has to put some new spell on you. That's evil, but you don't see that because you're stuck in a religion. Why can't you be a Christian and a Muslim? They embody the same exact thing. You don't read. You're 83. But I give it an even number, spare it out. 80%. I was talking to a brother. He said, wow, that's ironic you said that and you put that together. I said, yes, because you got to make sense of it. If 80% of people believe in a religion and even the number out again to make it a whole number, 70% of people don't read of our race. So if our race make up 80% of religion, 70% of us don't read. How are you that religion? That makes no sense. Because a brother said, he said, OJ, a Hebrew Israelite came up to me and said, you call yourself a Christian, but you don't read your literature. He said, do that not make me? He asked me, which was weird because he didn't even trust in me no more because I denounced Christianity. But at the same time, he asked me that, which was, he was coming for understanding. I said, well, think about your life. If have anything you ever done, have you not had to do the practical application and have not had to read? He said, yes, we had to. I said, exactly. And you had to what? He said, complete it. I said, exactly. So I'm going to take CNA as a reasoning. There's 26 chapters and 24 skills. If I did not read those 26 chapters and take the test, then take the quiz for each chapter as tests and quiz throughout the chapter and learn the 24 skills, because the first 6 steps of each skill are the same exact thing. It varies for what you need and how you go about doing that skill. So if I'm doing carpentry and welding, the start off will be safety. But then after that, it changes because welding and carpentry are different things. If I'm doing mortaring and I'm doing cement laying, yes, those are similar, but eventually each one is going to be different. If I'm doing bricklaying or foundation, at some point, it's going to be some difference, correct? So if I don't do them 26 chapters and do those 24 skills, how could I call myself, or how would the teacher grade me and pass me to be a CNA? So you telling me you're going to go to heaven and never read the whole Bible, and you're going to think the creator say, job well done, if there's a heaven and if that's how it goes? See, whatever your belief, your understanding have to align with your knowledge. So if we think we about to start some revolution, but wait. And I had this another part with the brother or the brothers I speak to. They say, we got power. I say, what power? No, I don't mean the hate. I'm not talking about the hate black men and the hate black women talk. I'm talking about real power. No, I have power within myself. You can't take that away from me. I can fight a war on my own home front because that's my home. But outside of my home, what power do we have? I would love for somebody to explain the power that black people have around this world. You could go around the world and see different spots. You see a group of people. Just do New York. They have a Chinatown. What do we have? But we can have something. Now, for the next 2, 3, 4 minutes, I'm about to give a resolution. Please share this with your local people that's trying to fight a war without even notifying me. We are fighting a war, but you don't got to notify me because I'm not one of them type of brothers. I'm prepared and ready. The brother kept saying, you don't do weights and push-ups every day. I said, well, you know what? I ain't got to do that. He said, what you mean? I said, I'm a fighter. You know what I do every day? I threw 1,000 punches. Then I can see if I go 1,000 punches. Then I can see if I can do 2,000 punches the same day. Then the same day, I can see if I can do 3,000 punches the same day. Then the highest I ever got in one day, I do 8,000 punches. But I do more than that. Because remember, I threw 1,000. I threw 2,000. I threw 3,000. I threw 4,000. Remember, I started over. I threw 5,000 and 6,000 and 7,000. I started over every time. So imagine getting up to 8,000 punches and starting over every time. I'm prepared and ready. That's what, because you know why I'm going to throw those punches? Why I'm doing all that? So you just saying, oh, I'm trying to fight. No, I don't want to fight. I might have to swing my arms for a different reason. I might have to make a hole. I might have to dig. I might have to bust down doors. So I have to train my body. So you telling me Gideon's army, 300 people, was taking out thousands of people and didn't train and wasn't preparing themselves? No. You know who died? That's why it was only 300 of them. Because the other people were not prepared already. They got killed easy. We letting people come into our area. Because we keep saying, oh, that we don't own that. We don't have to own it. Because what do I talk about? You got a focus, you got a purpose, a mission, and what's that other P word? Position. Go show me where black men, like, see, I don't mean no fake position. I don't mean you sitting in one of these states in America and you got a group of dudes. I say, what position are you in? This is a resolution. Black man. If you look at the president who is not the president, never been, I've been saying, see, I'm happy. That's why I say I'm going to start calling myself Old Cloud. Because I've been saying everything we talk about. But it took a white man for you to listen to. You get that? The same people that hate you, that won't talk about race relations, it's the person grooming your favorite person. You ain't hear that? The person you follow is being groomed by a person of another race that's grooming them on how to talk to you, how to explain. They're creating a new type of slavery for you, but you didn't know that because you're not in position to. Your mind is not even. That's peep game. Your mind is not even in position to understand what I just said. You got to get in position. You think because you a judge and you position, you know there's a space that's higher than the judge. That's the position we're supposed to be aiming for. So what I say unto one, I say unto all, it's your path, it's your journey, it's your choice. Choose wisely. And the reason I'm talking about getting in position, I don't have to be the CEO of a company. There's nothing wrong working for a company while you're building your life inside. And the brother said, we need to all come together and have a secret spot. I said, well, as a war general, if I was a war general, I will literally find your spot and drop the bomb. He killed all of you. That's why we don't need no one area. Because in the one area, eventually somebody's going to invite somebody that should never be there. We have too many pawns and decoys to have one area. If we start a war and you in position, boom, 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 we are placed in the right spots. See, we don't get that yet. We keep thinking we got to be all together in one spot. That's a resolution, but nobody gonna hear this and nobody cares. Nobody cares about what I'm talking about because they're not ready for the war. More props to the Honorable Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and Brother Malcolm X. Thank you for dying for me. Thank you, everybody that died for me, to have the chance today on a YouTube or a social media platform to speak the real, the whole, and the all truth.